What's up, peeps? I got another game recommendation. This time it's Touhou Wandering Souls. It's made with RPG Maker VX engine. This is a Touhou fan game. It's a series that, as far as I'm aware, it started with a version of those little space shooter things where you're a little character at the bottom and you're dodging a bunch of like beams and enemies and stuff coming from the top of the screen by going left to right. Here's an option menu. You got all kinds of things for display, music settings, organizing your controls. Very cool stuff. New game. You have 3 difficulty options. One major downside for me is the with the length of this game, and you cannot change your difficulty. It's extremely unfortunate. I mean, we're talking like an easy 10 hours minimally, and that's not even for 100% completion. I've heard some people spend over 30 hours on this. So yeah, whatever you pick, be sure you want to pick that. I'm not gonna do the full game because kind of worried about copyright music. At least one or more people have done a full playthrough for this. So I'll put down links for that. I recommend this game. Look at this. This is a side-scrolling game. It has fantastically smooth controls. All right, so bam. Oops, I messed up there. Alright, the main reason you'd want to play this game is not for the story or the characters. I mean, certainly if you're a fan and like the characters, you probably play around with it for a bit. But the majority of the reason you want to play it is for the gameplay. So if you really don't like side-scrolling action like this, then this game's definitely not for you. Because there's not a lot of story in this. The game's heavily focused on this kind of gameplay with very little dialogue in the whole experience. So you also get a hyper mode, which majorly increases damage. I'm not sure if it increases regeneration or anything. Alright, so I just got to the first area. Like here, this is basically the whole plot right here. Is that you're trying to, you need to get a bunch of something to get rid of these barriers. They're called kekai, which is a Japanese word for barrier. And there's several stages in an area. You go through the whole game trying to find out who did it, why, get rid of these barriers, and fix the world, because that's what you do. I'm about to show some spoiler stuff. I'll give you a couple seconds to click off this. So I'm gonna load a game with the completed stuff. I have everything. I mostly want to show you a couple of things that you can get. So I'm in an area. So after you beat the game initially, you unlock a chaos mode, which is a more difficult version of the game you're playing now, and you can unlock more. You can unlock more characters at that point. Initially, most of the game you're going to be playing as these 3 characters: Remu, Marissa, and Sakia. Once you clear the game initially, you'll unlock a 4th character, which is this girl, and then the rest of them you have to clear challenges on chaos mode. You basically just keep beating things. You'll eventually unlock them all. So let's see, what else is there? Okay, before showing you all the characters, I just want to go into some of the stuff you have. So the stats, you get an awesome status screen. It shows you what your offense for and defense for elements is, states, all of your equipped gear, you know, your stats and stuff. You can go over to the left. You have spell cards, which you get by playing the game. Eventually, you'll be able to get them. These use magic. And the bottom is skills, which use SP. It's the yellow bar. Skills are learned through weapons. And you have to level everything up, like your weapons and gear. Your everything goes to level 5, and it's kind of interesting. Say this predator wing, for example. You see to the right of element, it has fire and wind. Well, on the top left of the screen, you'll see my character, and they have a bunch of icons. The fire and wind means I could equip it to where the predator ring currently is next to the fire, or I could equip it to where the seal of awakening is, because those are the elements that it has. That's basically how that works. And you know, just to show you one of the awesome moves. You get some really cool effects, and each character has their own special thing. So there's lots of abilities in this game. So let's see. Like, was this? You know, you probably recognize it if you follow the series or anything. And in the case, I'll just now I'm just like show you some of the characters you can lock. You want, if you play this, you won't have them for a while. So yeah, you got Sane. Oh, come on. Alright, what's her name? Sakia, the vampire maid. This girl's like a news girl. She's Aya. Alright, you got this little fairy ice girl, Cyrano. This rabbit girl, Ryzen. There's like a vampire princess or queen, whatever she's supposed to be. Ramelia. This weird-looking lolly person who I think is a goddess or something. Suika. She might also like to get drunk, and very cheerful personality as she runs around like a drunk or something. This one's crazy. Utsuko, she's this freaking. She has some crazy stuff with atomic fusion and whatnot. And this girl's a samurai sword. I freaking love this. Yomu. And the main protagonist of the game, Yukari. Yeah, she's freaking godlike. You won't see her for a long time. In fact, I'll show you all of her moves just for amusement. Let's see, what else is there? Down up and down up. And yeah, that's Touhou Wandering Souls. You know, I'll put all the links and stuff in the description if you want to check it out. It's a pretty awesome game. I'm not really a huge fan of the Touhou series itself, but I really enjoyed this. Highly recommend it. That's all for this one. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.